let's jump right into it. Today was my oldest daughter's first day of kindergarten.
Wow.
So that was really cool. If you don't have kids, taking your kid to school is pretty emotional. And so I remember taking Isla to preschool. That was something else. She didn't like it, so when they get emotional, it makes you even more emotional. And Amy reminded me last night that I didn't hold it together in that moment back then when we were taking her to her toddler class.
Well, if you do,
well, she
so
freaked.
you're not alone.
Isla freaked out, so I freaked out.
Right.
I was, and we were both clinging to each other.
Amy's thinking, I got a couple of kids here.
Oh
one
no.
of them's going to preschool, the other one isn't.
Well, what happened is we were like a couple cars away from dropping her off, so the teacher comes out and gets them from the car. This is back in her toddler days, about 3 years ago. And so I said to Amy, and not thinking, man, I don't want her to go. And I was just speaking out loud, and Isla heard that, and
oh Lord,
it was a little, it was during the pandemic, and so the teachers had masks on. I imagine, I'm just thinking for us it was all making sense, right? But for her, she's like, Dad said he doesn't want me to go. These people are wearing masks.
Can't even see
what
their
is going
face.
on, right? Yeah, she's like, do I want to go here at all, right? So it was kind of, it scared her, I think. I think I messed up. And then she got upset, and then I was like freaking out, like, what do I do to fix this situation? Today,
how'd it go?
Totally different.
Okay, good.
So we had a orientation yesterday, and basically taking her into class, and she gets to meet her teacher. She gets to see her desk and who she's sitting with, and meet some of the other kids in the class. And I think that was a really, really good thing. So when we got there, she was totally fine.
Good.
She's excited, ready to go. And so I'm excited about that. That was good. It went really well. So I wish, all the things that we do that are that high pressure would go so smoothly.
Well, guess what? You talk about orientation. My daughter's going into high school. I'm terrified.
Yeah.
I mean, I am literally terrified of it. And she's got orientation going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I don't know what to do. I mean, I know a lot of you folks listening to this podcast right now have gone through that, but first kid going to high school, man, it's just such a big jump.
Yeah. It's a proud moment, man. It's a proud moment. Everybody's, a lot of my friends are sharing what they're great. They're every grade, everybody's posting on social media about what's going on. And it's, I get it, man. You're a proud parent. We drove away. Amy's crying. It's overwhelming for her. And I was happy that, it just went smooth. Isla didn't have a meltdown and pride, have to get pride out of our arms.
Yeah. Your collars are looking good today, because I remember last year she's hanging on to your
my
shirt.
collar was all messed up. So that went good. But anyways, I wanted to clear up something. I owe it to the professor.
Good.
All right.
Because they went at you on their show.
I owe it to the professor on Dirty Modo. Russell is his name. He's our stat guy with Racing Insights. Sits in the booth with us every single weekend at the NASCAR races for NBC. Jimmy as well. He's also working for Racing Insights, one of our stat guys. All of these people I'm mentioning were at this dinner with me in Pocono when I was giving them a hard time about medium plus stakes. And so we go to Harry and Izzy's. We wanted a table for 8. St. Elmo's was not able to accommodate us with a table of 8 for Friday night, so we went next door to Harry and Izzy's, and we had a great meal. But they ordered the medium plus, and the lady was like, "Yep, you got it, no problem." And so I said, "Okay." Jimmy said, "I want a medium minus," and she said, "There's no such thing." And so we tried to trick her, but the waitress was on to us. She said, "So you mean a medium rare plus? That would be what you're asking for."
So there's no medium minus.
There's no medium minus.
There's a medium.
Yeah, there's only pluses.
There's a medium rare plus.
So I'm going to give it to him, man. All right. Here's where I stand on this. There is a such thing. I want to admit there's a such thing as a medium plus.
This is big day
order.
for you. You're admitting something.
But it's all in the higher end steakhouses that have those options. Obviously, I probably don't frequent those type of establishments often enough to pick up on these type of things. But I'll give it to them. They're right. They won.
They won. They took a pretty hard approach at you on Dirty Mo Dough.
I don't
Both
care.
Steve and the professor did.
I could give a crap less who takes a hard stance on me.
But
let me finish. I can admit when I'm wrong, Mike.
You can.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm curious if you're going to order a medium plus.
No.
Never.
No.
Not even curious. Not even going to try it.
No, it doesn't. I don't need it. It's not important to me.
So it exists, but not in your world.
Just cook the damn thing. I don't. when I eat it, I don't want to get sick. All right, that's all I care about.
Here's the better question. All right, you're admitting that it's real.
Also, putting some A1 on the son of a gun.
That's right. It don't
what temperature it is. Who gives what temperature it is?
That would be funny. You order a medium plus with A1.
Here's how much I care about the temperature of my steak. All right, Amy's getting ready to cook dinner yesterday. All right, and so she's gonna cook some tacos, shrimp tacos, and she's like, "Hey man, I'm about to start dinner." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go do this thing. I got a little housework to do." She's like, "Well, that's gonna take a few minutes." I said, "Yeah, go. I don't care. Go ahead, start cooking." She goes, "Well, I'll wait till you're done." I said, "No, cook it now. I'll eat it when I get done." So I mean, and I ate room temperature shrimp tacos last night.
Yeah,
could give a crap less.
Didn't bother you.
Didn't bother me.
Look at you. Good job. You're growing up. So this is my question. We can admit that there's a medium plus. Like I'm learning as I go here. You're teaching us all this stuff. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I will say, and this doesn't, I don't think Steve or the professor care about this, but it's still very pretentious. Can we agree on that? It's pretentious, asshole-ish thing to do. Yes. Yep. It's still a thing. If you can't get by with rare, medium, or well done, whatever it is, medium well, if you can't get by, that still doesn't suit you. You are a bit of a diva.
That's right.
And to be honest with you, even Steve doubled down on the initials on his collar. He said even that's no problems having his Steve, the S and the L on his collar. So, there's your look. He has no problems. You have no problems admitting when you're wrong. He has no problems being a pretentious asshole.
I think that names are, name tag or any kind of, those things are important.
Yeah.
When you're talking to a service mechanic at a dealership. But I don't need to know your initials. All right?
Right.
You're turning into your parents.
You're not going through their contract. It's initialing all the important parts of the contract. Yeah. You just Well, that's fun. Yeah. Kudos to Jim. Was it Jimmy that did the?
Jimmy did.
Yeah. Kudos to Jimmy. Yeah. He's the real hero of this story.
Jimmy.
Yeah.